All right, next deck for today is Mono Blue Loch Mare with is splashing black for the sideboard. But we've played the Wizard class Benthic Biomancer combo before in a Laboratory Maniac shell, and we took it to Mythic not too long ago. But that was more all in on the combo. But today we're trying to play a more value-oriented shell based on Loch Mare from Lorwyn Eclipsed. 2 mana, 4/5 Horse Serpent, enters with 3 -1/-1 counters on it. You can pay 2, remove a counter, draw, and then you can pay 3, remove 2 counters, and put a stun counter and tap a creature down. So, it's a 4/5, so as long as we start removing things, it grows into a decent beater pretty quick. But the cool thing is that it does not care what kind of counters you remove. It just cares that it's a counter. So that means if you're playing like Wizard class and you get it to level 3, every time you draw a card, you put a counter on this. That means you can pay 2, remove a counter, put a +1/+1 counter on it, draw a card, which then, you know, allows you to pay 2, remove the +1/+1 counter you just put on it to draw a card again. So you can have like a constant draw engine between these two cards. But you can also play Prop's Eidetic Memory, where like you maybe draw a couple cards, whatever, you put your counters, you swing with Loch Mare, then afterwards you can draw more cards and try to keep that little engine going too. Now, along with this, because this is in sort of that blue shell, we're playing the Omen Hawker Enigma Jewel package, because Omen Hawker can tap 2 and immediately draw a card off of this. But we also have one of my favorite cards, Trackhand Trainer, which makes both of Loch Mare's abilities cost just a single blue mana once we use the exhaust and put a Training Grounds on the field. It also has the ability to draw cards, so combined with Prop's Eidetic Memory or Wizard class, you can start dumping counters amongst all the things you're playing. And then, of course, we have Benthic Biomancer to take advantage of Wizard class as well for the combo still. Kind of parallel to Loch Mare, we've tried this value shell before, but Surge Engine was pretty good. We just didn't have enough like redundancy to it, but these two together seem kind of like a perfect pair, because this is the same idea. It's a 3/2 with Defender, it turns into an attacker, then it becomes a 5/4, and then we can dump mana into it to draw 3 cards. So between these two, we have a lot of ways to draw cards. We have a lot of fast mana with Omen Hawker, Jewel, and Training Grounds. And then to round that off, we're also playing Rona. Obviously, she draws cards, but between Training Grounds, Omen Hawker, and stuff, it usually only costs a couple mana to flip her. And then we just get a 5/5 Trampler, which is also quite good with Wizard class and Eidetic Memory, putting counters on her as well. We're playing a little bit of interaction in the form of Into the Floodmaw, and then I'm testing for Spectral Sailor. There's not a ton of great 1-drops we can play in terms of like, I don't know. There's a few things. There's a guy that connives for 3 mana, which we can, you know, with Training Grounds it connives for 1 and then it grows. But with like Training Grounds out, Spectral Sailor is just 2 mana draw a card, which is decent. There's also that new fairy. There's also a Flitterwing Nuisance. Enters with a counter, you can remove a counter, and then whenever a creature you control deals combat damage this turn to a player or a walker, you get to draw. So those are in my mind as well, but we're going to start with Spectral Sailor. And then sideboard-wise, we're just splashing black. You can also splash white in this because we're a Lurrus build, but we're playing 3 Consign plus Infernal Reckoning. I just want to play this card. I know it's not good. It's very specific, but I can't wait to like Infernal Reckoning and Ulamog or something and just gain 10 life and then be happy. A couple Soul Guide Lantern as Graveyard Hate of Choice, Pithy Needle, Dismember, some extra removal, a couple Mystical Disputes, and some Toxic Delusions against other aggro decks and stuff. But that's the idea. Pretty simple mana base, nothing special there. A couple Odawara because it's easy to cast off Hawker and an Enigma Jewel. But we're going to try it out, get into some games. All right, game 1. I like what this is doing. Yisan, but they do not even have... Yisan's the... The Wandering Bard? Yeah, Wanderer Bard. I remember that card. All right, we're gonna leave on Omen Hawker here. Opponent is on Jagata, which makes me think Wizards right off the rip. I was completely mistaken. Nethergoyf. Aw, shit, chat. Propside Dead Memory is pretty hot. We're gonna draw a card right away here. Does opponent have removal for that? Snuff out. Okay. Opponent might be on a Moon Shadow list of some sort. There's a sweet, wow, Witherbloom command. Oh, he's on Jund. Is he on Jund Shadow? We find Trackhand Trainer. Let's play the Trainer and bounce the Goyf. We had there's a cool mono green value list on the tank from old modern. Opponent's gonna Fatal Push me. This list's pretty hot. I played like a one of Yisan, Cord, Relic, all that fun stuff. Double Goyf from opponent is sucky as heck, but let's play an Omen Hawker here, too. We can try and Prof next turn. I think the main problem is our list is creature-based value. So, like, we get eaten alive by removal. Which hurts. Also, again, like I said, I don't know why so many people... People love Jund Goyf, and I don't know why. Ooh, that was exactly what we wanted to pick up there, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know. Dude's playing Snuff Outs. He's got to be playing Shadow, right? I mean, Snuff Out's just a good card, but he's gonna blow up class, maybe? Alchemy cards are legal in Historic, yes. They're legal in Timeless, too, right? Hydroponic Architect is a... blows up my Enigma Jewel. That's crazy. I feel like you definitely blow up my wizard class there. We were dead anyways, but... Okay, so let's bring in... Not the needle, Jesus. Let's bring in both the soul guides. Let's bring in the extra dismembers. I don't hate Toxic Deluge. It's just kind of crazy. We're gonna wipe out a lot of our own stuff. Soul Cauldron is actually some like incidental hate here, so I don't hate it. Let's keep that. Let's drop the Spectral Sailors. Maybe drop a... actually, let's drop a Hawker over a Jewel. This is a proud... We fucking hate Eldrazi on this stream. Eldrazi makes me want to cry. All we do is face Eldrazi and Boros Auras on this stream, and all I do is want to cry every time. You should see me when I try testing things in best of one off stream. I just want to shoot myself. What are we facing right now? Jund... Is this... let's just assume it's Jund Goyfs. We don't know. What? This hand's pretty relevant. He's also playing Witherbloom Command, which also is very good against main deck hate. Opponent is Monging to 5? Chat, it's snowing! Wow! Oh my god, I need a nap. Even though I already took a nap. Opponent's deep in the tank right now. Okay. We're gonna lead on Track Hand Trainer and see what happens. If we can pop off... Okay, that's great for us. We're gonna get that on the field right away. Let's throw a Biomancer out and swing. I play standard, all I face is it last ends in Badgerable. Yeah, I've heard the stories. I've heard the stories, boys. Chat, maybe he's not on Moonshadow. Maybe I was too excited. I gave my opponent too much credit that they were playing something fun. Okay, there's the Witherbloom command, which we don't mind. We're gonna Soul Guide and just eat his Witherbloom command while we can. And then I think we're just gonna jam a Surge Engine and swing. We can Eidetic Memory next turn. You don't hate... What are you playing standard right now, Brave? Alright, he's gonna discard lands. Maybe snuffs out our Surge Engine. Kind of makes me feel like what he's got there. We find Wizard class. That's pretty good. Let's fire off an Eidetic Memory first here. Now, if we want, we could put the counters on Biomancer and draw another card. I hope he just, yeah. Pays for it, okay. That's a pretty good draw. We'll keep that. One's got nothing in hand. Rakdos Monument, Moonshadow, 1 Spider-Man card. Opponent doesn't have a 1-mana card, right? Correct. Okay. So let's eat the Arsel. Let's draw 2 off the Wizard class, and then next turn we can combo. Get rid of Darkslit Shores. Swing 4. Opponent's down to 6. So in this case, we can do level 3. And then we can draw a card off of Soul Guide. And then we can just keep going until we find a Flood Maw. And then we can bounce his Fear of Missing Out and kill him. Oh, wait, no, chat. Chat, Plum messed up. Okay, opponent didn't know. Opponent didn't know. Spoiler, if I have no other creatures on the field, I draw my deck. Because I can't put the counter on anything else, and then we deck ourselves. But opponent didn't know that. It's okay. They conceded. Desecrex? Praven, what is Is that the name of the card? Desecrex? Gift of Servitude? Oh, is that the 2-mana one for Mayhem? Is that what I'm thinking of? Return target creature 3 or less for your graveyard to battlefield like this. Attach each combat of anyone this creature deals combat damage to a player. Sacrifice it. That's pretty good. Ooh, this hand's pretty good, chat. And we have a Cauldron? Hell yeah. Play our track. I honestly think Track Hand Trainer is a very, very good card. But no one else plays it, ever. Is it worth me just Cauldroning next turn? I think so. should start eating his graveyard. We get Biomancer plus Wizard class. And threaten to start assembling combo fast. We also haven't seen any of the other Goyfs. Opponent rumbles. Okay, so we might do a bunch here actually. Let's Wizard class into a Biomancer. Let's eat his Goyf. Throw a counter on Biomancer. Draw and discard. We don't need second Wizard class right now. And we'll let him attack. We'll bounce the Flood. Bounce the Floodma. Okay, chat. So he is playing Goyf. It's kind of gross. Let's bounce this Flood. Bounce with Flood. We find an Omen Hawker. Let's play Hawker. Do I want to... Let's eat this. Do I want to draw cards here? I think I do. I think we need to find some stuff here. Okay. Okay, I like that. What do we assume here? He Nether Goyfs, kills the Hawker, swings 4. Plays second Pyrogoyf? Second Pyrogoyf would fucking suck. That's kind of what it's feeling like, chat. Jesus Christ. We take 8. How big is this Goyf? 2, 3? We're gonna go down to, yeah, so now our Toxic Deluge doesn't even do anything. Damn, chat. Damn, chat. We needed him to not have those. That kind of sucks, huh? We'll kill ourselves. We tried, boys. We tried. That's crazy. He didn't see any Goyfs games 1 or 2. He just saw another Goyf. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, fellas. Let's go to match 2 here. I like this hand. Simple, a lot of lands. We have Omen Hawker. Chat, we're not doing very well today. I think everyone else is having Snow Day gameplay too. And we're just getting shit on. And maybe that's because Plum keeps trying to play these fun, value-oriented decks. And time and time again, we say, Plum, you can't play value-oriented decks in Historic unless you're doing something broken. And we're not really doing anything broken, chat. That's the problem. Don't get to Maul. I think I'm just gonna play Surge Engine and activate. You should have Fatal Push my Omen Hawker. Maybe. Hello. No, he's trying to Fatal Push my engine. Resolved. Oh, God, chat. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. But we have so many decks to play, chat. It's not even... This hasn't even been out a week. We're in week 1, and all we've done is play one thing. Overlord of the Balmerk. More like Overlord of the Nerdwork. What are we playing Flicker Wisp in our deck for? Overlord? That's pretty spicy. We should probably hold up this Flood Maw then, huh? Are we gonna give him a fish? I don't really want to give him a fish, boys. But yet again, I feel like I'm the only person brewing weird stuff in Historic, you know? I gave him a fish. I gave our opponent a fish and he liked it oh so much. I need a card. That's not a card I want. Let's draw another one. Lochmere. Is he playing the Living End combo from Standard? I'm also I feel like you should be playing Body Double. If you're playing a Historic version. No, don't take my Lochmere. Chat, opponent's being mean to me. And attacking me. Chat, opponent's trying to race me. Do I want Luris? I think I do. Or do I, it might have been right to hold up Odawara there. Aang Swift Savior. Okay. Chat. Well, Standard's just Standard. New players play Standard. It's like the main format on Arena. But I think a lot of people just don't like Historic in general. Chat, I got Omen Hawkered. We can play this. We could channel the land and bounce the Overlord. And then we take how much? We can block the fish. How much does it cost us? Oh, no, it only costs... And he has Teferi Time Reveler. Jesus Christ. Chat, what the fuck is my opponent playing? What is this? Emperor plus Cavero. But he's also playing Aang. Interesting. Yeah. Maybe people just are really standing their ground on alchemy, you know? Some people just hate alchemy, and that's enough to not play this at all. And, like, I'm not the biggest fan of alchemy, but I do enjoy that it gives us interesting designs. I think it is Ulamog deck. Oh, you think opponent's on Ulamog? Okay. It's more easy to get the good card. I mean, Historic is also in the space right now where, like, it's really annoying to... Like, I don't like playing against Eldrazi and Boros all the time. I'm sure other people don't, so they just say, let me go brew in something else. Are we getting Thoughtseize, chat? Oh! Also, what's up, Fulwar? How are you? Okay, Trackhand's a good draw. Let's throw a Training Grounds on the field. We have no Omen Hawker to assemble this Wizard class combo faster, but if we can Soul Guide and get moving and grooving here, we might be alright. White Orchid Phantom. Against me. Okay. Love that. Love my opponent playing land hate against all my basics. Incredible. We'll Soul Guide here. Let's eat that. Play our wizard class. I don't really want a Biomancer here, do I? No. Not yet. I do wonder... I think about that a lot. I wonder what it was like to brew back then. Like, before, like, MTG Goldfish and MTGDex.net and stuff, like... Opponent's just on some sort of Esper Blink Shell that also happens to play Devero and Emperor. Like, will we see a Ephemerate here? Probably. Yeah, okay. Like, but imagine being like Travis Wu or whatever and being like the first person to brew Living End and bring that to a tournament and just like crush. I think I have to draw cards here. Alright, that's good for me. We'll swing 2. Data makes things so weird. Homogenized. With, like, formats being solved and stuff. Which is probably why people like going... Well, I guess pre-modern will be solved eventually. But that's probably what the big influx of pre-modern players enjoy about the format. But I like Historic because it has a wide card pool, but it also, like, the power level is somewhat high, but not as high and stupid as Timeless. But the fact that Wizards doesn't, Clarion Conqueror, yeah, that one gets me, boys. That one will really get you. That's not good for us. I forgot that card existed. We played it a couple weeks ago. But, like, also, Historic's starting to get to a point, like, where we don't have a lot of chance to brew. Like, look at our brews. Like, we have, like, reasonable decks. Like, for Sun Green Shell, it's a reasonable deck. This deck is a reasonable deck, but, like, everyone else is doing silly things. I miss the era that, like, the Jank Tank was built on. All those decks. 2012 to 2014, where you could play, like, Kiki Chord and just whatever stupid little thing you could dream of. Yeah, different time. Post-MH time, you know? Modern Horizons really bundled things. It's gonna fragment. I guess we could have drew a card in response and put another thing on track hand. But we were trying to bone there anyways. Clarion, we need a Flood Maw, but I don't know if we're gonna find it. Let's see if he has another Ephemerate. We get smacked for... Oh, I guess opponent is at 6. I think we might have to crack this Soul Guide. He's not doing anything with the graveyard. And you know, as soon as I say that, he's gonna, like, combo us. But Clarion Conqueror, dude. What a card. We got nothing. Unsure if we had the same card pool with today's tech, it would still be... Everyone just goes on to see what's good. Yeah. But, I mean, that was... Okay, well, maybe not, like, as finessed and stuff, but... What was that? Esper Blink? I mean, there was still people doing that. The internet was still used, but maybe it's just the fact... Well, Modern's also different because it was more MTGO based, right? Like, I feel like Standard gets... A lot of these things are getting solved quicker and quicker and so homogenized because you have Arena plus in-person. Right? You have, like, so much data on them. Where, like... Modern back then just had some well, now there's not that many tournaments left, but you just had people doing crazy shit on MTGO. Power level has gone up. We'll keep this in. This is what, match 3? Power level's gone up. There's way more data. And everything's just a mess, you know? We're gonna lead on Omen Hawker here. We'll probably Hawker into a... I guess we could Herald and flip the following turn. This costs what, 6? 5? Are we assuming we're against Eldrazi here? I'm gonna assume we're against Eldrazi. Feels bad, man. Like, our deck's sweet. Like, it's a cool-ass list. But then you face this every time. And you're like, whatever. Back then, I just feel like you could spike tournament. You could, like, really spike a tournament for something stupid and, We're gonna kill his Karn. Next turn we can Prof plus Wizard class and level up. Put 3 counters on Rona. Might get K-commanded. It's just, I don't know. Nostalgia, boys. It's nostalgia, that's what it is. Alright, let's Eidetic Memory. Warriors was our one and only meta breaker. We're gonna level this up. How big of a K-command's coming at us right now? 4, 5, 6, 7. He's gonna smack us for 5. What is he gonna do? Exile and draw? Probably. Chat, do I call it like I see it or what? I fucking hate Eldrazi, guys. I hate Eldrazi. Oh, so much. We'll break something one day. One day we'll win games. What was our last, like, good brew? That Shadow? That Orsov Shadow list we played? He's gonna take us off of lands. Chat, all I want to do today is play Infernal Reckoning on an opponent's Eldrazi and cry tears of joy from it. That's all I want to do in life. Still playing Liquid Metal Coating. Alright, we find a Loch Mare. That's pretty hot. I guess we can start there. Let's tap this down and get a couple counters off of that. Let's play our second Omen Hawker so we can get this up to level 3 next turn. We could, like, Wizard class, level 3, Loch Mare, draw, put a counter on it. Are we just hardcasting this Knowledge Drifter? Of course we are, chat. Why wouldn't we be? Incredible. What are we doing against that? We're gonna get annihilated. Let's do this. Draw me a card first. Biomancer. Can we combo off? We can. Did I already play a land? We're going to play this land. Adapt. I mean, obviously, he could still have take command. But we could at least find a Flood Maw here and bounce his Null Drifter. Backhand Trainer's pretty good, too. I was also thinking about playing like a one of Aqueous form or something in here. And you could draw into make your Biomancer unblockable, but that just seems bad. That just seems bad, chat. Do we want to go all in on this, or do we want to wait a turn? I think we might wait a turn. Let's throw this on the Loch Mare. We'll hold up into the Flood Maw. We'll put 10 counters on the Omen Hawker. And we'll swing for 6. Obviously, it sucks if he has Binding here. Plus, like, Evoked Drifter. It's gonna feel really bad. It's gonna feel really bad. There's a Devourer. He's gonna eat my Biomancer. Eat my Biomancer, you piece of garbage. Alright. Let's bounce his Null Drifter. Okay. So, we can kill him, right? So we Flood Maw here. And then we're going to tap the Sowing Micro Spawn and swing. Hell yeah, chat! Eldrazi can suck my wiener. Sorry. I hate Eldrazi. Chat, our literal only goal today is to Inferno Reckoning something. I don't even think Cauldron's that good here. We don't even know if he's playing, we didn't see a Binding game one. Oh my god! Oh. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Chat, I'm also kind of hungry. I like what we have going here, but we also only have one land. We have to sign plus Dismember, though. But if we stumble, we're gonna get fucked, huh? Fuck it, we ball, chat. I do this every time. I say we shouldn't keep the one-lander, and then I keep the one-lander, boys. Craven, how do we find this? I'm waiting for someone to figure out how to make AI solve the meta. Oh, Chad, he plays Blast Zone? What a nerd. What a nerd. I had a guy triple Blast Zone me in the same turn the other day. I forgot what he was doing. But he like Blast Zone for 4 and then 2 and then 1 in the same turn. Chat, I never didn't have it. I just want you all to know I never didn't have it. What would you train that on? just like everything? Do you have it watch hours and hours of streams? Read all the results? Karn the Great Creator? More like Karn, see you later. Got him. Got him. Boys. Swing for one, baby. I think we're gonna play our Surge Engine. I don't really know if I wanted to do that, but I think we had to. Chat, he had second card. Some way to log actions, yeah. Someone's probably working on it. And then guess what? You never have to play Magic again. You can just let the clankers play Magic and watch it. They can also play it 20 million times faster than us, which is kind of crazy. Okay, what are we doing here? Am I track hand trainering? Well, let's see if we draw a land. A land would be nice. Problem is we have Karn on the board, so we can't activate Surge Engine. So it's just a 3-2 at the moment. Finds a Haywire Mite. Doesn't that target non-creatures? Yeah. Chad, I found it. Okay, so... let's bring this into play. And pass. I know he has Blast Zone. Someone involved in computer chess. Watch out, Netzler is interesting. That still blows my mind that like LLMs, that it's just a big prediction kind of thing, you know? Doesn't actually think, it just... Do we want to consign that, chat? Kinda. We're already low on mana. I don't think I want to go down to just one on my upkeep. Opponent is still not blast zoning me for some reason. Now, eidetic memory is pretty hot. So, let's Flood Maw the Haywire Mite and see what he does. Yeah, I know it's simplified. I know there's different things going on there, but... Alright. Can I kill your Karn? Or are you going to blow everything up in response? He blows everything up in response. Okay. Love that for me, chat. We're going to play our Omen Hawker. And pass back. Wow. But that shit boggles my mind. Boggles my mind, boys. You know what, Praven? You're going to take your tunes and you're going to like it. Biomancer. Okay. Let's draw a card off eidetic memory. See where that gets us. I'd like a black source so I can play this Infernal Reckoning. What a meanie head. Chat, my opponent's being a meanie head. This is bullshit. We kept a one-lander, we got our second land, and now we need more lands, but we can't get them. We need to take commanded here? Probably. For how much? 4? He has a card, which is kind of interesting that he blew up the Surge Engine. He's in Ugin range. Oh, he just Ember Cools us. Alright. We'll concede. I don't really want him to see what we have in our hand. Let's go to game 3. I think I'm okay with what we got going. We just need to not get stuck on 2 lands and then get blast zoned. It doesn't feel good, chat. It does not make me feel like a good person. I actually hate it so much. It actually makes me want to cry. All right. Hello? All right. All right. Okay, chat. Look at this hand. Oh, we're gonna Inferno Reckoning something. I don't know what, but we're gonna do it. And it's gonna feel so good. And you better be ready. 'Cause I'm ready. What match is this? 3? Versus Simic Eldrazi. Shout out to the guy playing Karn. Who knew you could make Eldrazi more miserable by playing Karn? This guy did. This guy knew what was up. Eldrazi Temple. Turn 1. Dismember. Chat, he dismembered our Eldrazi Temple. What a hater. It's alright. We have Track and Trainer. We got Track and Trainer. Praven, wait till we get to St. Patrick's Day. You know? Just you wait. You have another Dismember? Fuck me, chat. This guy's playing the cards we're playing. It's gonna be the Dubliners and Dropkick Murphys and all that jazz. Should we just play sea shanties on this stream? Utopia Sprawl? Oh god, chat. This man's playing Utopia Sprawl. Alright, Track and Trainer now has 1 mana draw a card text, which is pretty hot. And we'll roll the old chariots along. We'll roll the old chariots along. We had not been 3 weeks from shore without our tail. Alright, Whalebore. The captain and the Nor will take our leave and go. Oh shit, chat. Are you ready for it, baby? Chat, are you ready for it right now? I don't even think you're ready for it. I don't even think you're ready for it. Praven, you're not ready for it. We're about to blow this man's mind. We're about to blow this man's mind. Watch this. Boom. Oh my god, I love it. Let's play our wizard class. Oh, chat, 1 mana. Exile and Eldrazi. Incredible. Are we going to get killed again? Probably, yes. But did that feel really good? Of course it did. I loved everything we just did. Holy shit, chat. Okay, we're making headway here. I like the football chants from Irish. Okay. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. I assume we're getting Change Command in here, because they always have their Change Commands, chat. Every time. It's non-stop Change Commands in here. Two, three. And then they get to go find something. Chat. I hate Eldrazi, dude. They're the fun police. I hate the fun police. Oh, he's just getting Devourers? I thought he would get like an Emrakul or something. Oh. Chat, he has Emrakul. We're not that far off Biomancer combo. I guess he could flood, or does this have protection from instants? Yeah. I was gonna say he could flood maw his own Emrakul and just keep taking our turns for us, but he can't. He's just not gonna do anything? Okay. Thanks, opponent. Thank you, opponent. I like that game. We're gonna tap that guy down. We're gonna play a Benthic Biomancer. He's gonna what? Devour our Lochmere? Is that all he can do during his turn, though? I would assume so. And he has Udin's Binding. Chat, I think we're dead doing Udin's Binding. Fuck me. Dude, I hate playing against Eldrazi. It's literally a grindy mid-range that's not Boros or Eldrazi. You know? That's what we get. Opponent is on black-white something or other. Let's play our Lochmere out. Assume it gets pushed. Also, I wanted to play a Ponza build with Beast Within as a copy of Stone Rain. Don't know how I felt about it, but Sanguine Evangelist, making a bat. Chat, our opponent made a bat. Let's memory here. I guess we can put a counter on this and swing. What does this do when it dies? Oh, it's Battle Cry. Maybe the opponent's just on tokens? Are we gonna see some Lingering Souls action? Oh, no, he's on bats. Okay. Chat, where was this player the last 10 games in a row? Where was this bat player? A million turns ago. Next turn, I think we're gonna crack Wizard Class. Put 2 counters on Lochmere if he doesn't kill it. Oh, I guess Momo is a bat, huh? What is it considered? Or no, it's a lemur, right? Lemur bat ally. What does Coraline do? 1 life. When attached, you can pay 2, return non-land permanent battlefield. Finality counter on it. Okay. Alright. Second Lochmere is also quite good. Let's draw 2 cards. Interesting. Let's play Omen Hawker. We'll try and throw 2 on here. Swing for 6. Let's see if opponent has interaction. Kind of feels like they do. Chat, I feel like we're not going to win against black-white bats. Yeah. Felt like they had interaction, huh? Chat, we're going to lose to bats. Because we're not doing anything crazy enough. Maybe we should just lean more into black. If we lean into black, we could play like pack rat and stuff. Am I trading out this evangelist? I think so. Wow, that hurt. That hurt, chat. I mean, Toxic Deluge does fine here. We'll tap that and put a counter on it. I guess we should have done that on his turn. But that's all right. Are we supposed to... It's not really snowing anymore. But we're supposed to get crazy stuff later tonight. Okay, chat, we're down to 1. We're doing great. And we're dead. Okay. Boys. Boys. Is this what it's come to, fellas? Actually, Spectral Sailor's not that bad. I do like this Momo art. Isn't that pretty? Look at the little cherry blossoms, chat. All right. Jesus. If he turn 1 Momos, he turn 1 eye twitches. Is that a bat? Chat, it is a bat. Isn't that incredible? Deep Cavern Bat. That's a pretty good bat. Chat, our opponent's tribal deck is better than our non-tribal deck. Why can't we build tribal decks? Because we're not cool kids? He took my Dismember. Muy interesante, chat. We'll get a memory going. Into a second wizard class. Maximize our mana. Swing 2. Maybe we'll play... I don't know what we'll play after this. We might play some Thunderflock. I don't know how long I'm going to stream since we're not really, like, on a set schedule today. We're just kind of chilling. Am I going to be able to race my opponent? We're about to find out. Let's play this Dragon Trainer. He has Battle Cry. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I go to 8. If he plays his little Life Drain Bat, go to 4. This deck just feels like the synergy is great, but again, just slow. You know? If we can't beat a black-white bat deck, are we really winning? Are we really doing anything? Doesn't really feel like it, boys. Doesn't really feel like it, huh? Let's draw some more cards. See where that gets us. Into a Rona, sure. If I go to what? Whatever, 5. I take 5, go to 3. Take 4, go to whatever. I wish we had a... What's the 1-mana Battle Crier? Chirping Pest? No. Signal Pest. Does he have something to deal 3 damage to me? Ephemerate. So we're dead on our his next upkeep. Unless he has second Ephemerate. He does not. Chat, we're doing so well right now. Let's draw a card. We find a Dismember, which does let us kill that. Play all this. Put a counter on here, and then we die. Chat, we just lost to bats. All right, last match. We're 0-4. The deck's hot, but it's not playable, apparently. That's what we've learned today. I'm gonna be honest, don't really love this hand. I like this one much better. All right, turn 1 Omen Hawker. Incredible. Off to a great start. Off to a good start, boys. Off to a good start. Let's play our Loch Mare. Probably get it countered. We're gonna draw a card. Beautiful. Let's see what happens. Nothing good for us. Let's Eidetic Memory. See if it gets countered or reprieved. We'll draw a card off the Loch Mare, off the Omen Hawker, put 2 counters on this, turn it into a 5/6. And then we'll go from there. If he counters this, we're just going to draw it and turn it into a 3 thing. Okay, that's what we figured would happen, right? And then we'll hold on to this Spectral Sailor. Draw a card. Cool. Chat, I really have to pee. I just want you to all to know that. In case you're watching at home. Can't be countered. Alright. Now, why did he tap his Mistrise Village? We're not sure. Surprisingly, we're doing okay here. We can Sailor plus draw a card end turn if he decides to wipe us somehow. He only has 1 white source at the moment, like I said, which is good for us. But by God, does it feel bad to play any sort of slow deck in this format? Loch Mare, Identity, and Track Hint. What is his opponent doing? Chat, a little confused. Okay. Whoa, that's not what I want to do. Sorry. We're just shocking a Watery Grave. Don't know why, but we might need to. You never know. You never know, boys. Wow, chat, we won a game against Control. Who would have thunk? Not me. Not me, that's for sure. We'll just bring in some disputes. Maybe a couple soul guides and a needle. Drop the engine. Biomancer. Probably drop a jewel here. 61 cards. Fuck it. Fuck it, chat. Oh, at least calm down for a second out there. Do you guys have off of work already tomorrow? I think I'm waiting for our management team to say, don't go anywhere. And I'll be like, hell yeah. All right, now our opponent doesn't want to play against us. And they hate us. Chat, did they leave? All right, we'll call it there. Boys, this is such a highly synergistic deck that just got absolutely dumpstered. It's just not enough. Like, Track and Trainer, Loch, Mare, and Eidetic Memory are a sweet little package that let you do so much, but it's just so slow. And we've said it time and time again that if you're not doing something kind of broken, right, you can't play mid-range that can compete against Auras or Eldrazi or Boros or like the fast aggro decks like Wizards and stuff like that. Like, you need to have something that either stops them in their tracks or does something better than they do, and this deck does not do it. We did get to pull off the Biomancer combo in a game, and like Lochmare was actually super sweet. Like, we got a lot of value every time it came down with like Track and Trainer and Hawker, but like we're just not doing anything better than another deck is doing. And like, while we're ahead on mana between like Jewel and Hawker, and we're able to dump that into resources, like, it's just not enough, and it sucks. We threw in a Soul Cauldron instead of a Spectral Sailor, but the original list was this. But I don't know where else you would, like, maybe you go with something a little more into like the draw aspect of things, and you play like Duelist and Fairy Mastermind, and you just try to make this more of a props Eidetic Memory deck that can play Lochmare and Surge Engine, and you like, you know, cut the class and Benthic Biomancer combo is one way to go about it. Or you have to play, like, maybe you dive more into the Black Splash. Oh, chat, we got to Infernal Reckoning someone. That was incredible. Or maybe you dive more into the Black Splash, and we like drop the Flood Maws, drop some of this. We play like Thoughtseize, push, and something else in order to give us a little more chance against the other creature-based decks. But although it's a super sweet list, it's just something we're gonna throw in the vault to take a look at another time, because Historic's a little unforgiving at the moment, and you can't get away with almost good enough at this point in time. So, sweet deck. I enjoyed playing it. It's not good enough, and that's all I got to say. So, GG's. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.